Hello, people. Good morning, all of you. Good morning. So, I'm ready with one more interesting topic for today. So, are you all ready? Shall we start? Great. And coming to the queries which we are getting, I see that most of you are asking about IBM skill badges. Don't worry. One day, today, I hope I will take that topic. I'll show you how to get badges. Okay. So wait until then and please try to understand the concepts first. And there are a few reminders which I want to make. Okay. So most of you are, submitting the project templates, which we want you to stop. Okay. So you don't submit the project templates until unless we instruct you, because there are few more instructions which I have to give you before you submit the project template. If there are any mistakes in the template, that cannot be reverted. Okay, so that's the reason I'm asking you not to submit. For the people who submitted already, okay, let me check for an alternative. For the people who did not submit, please don't submit until I instruct again. Okay, the next instruction which I want to give you is please fill your profile in the Smart Interns platform. Okay, please fill the profile in your Smart Interns platform. That is a mandatory step. If you don't do it, then things will not go as they have to. It will not be smooth. Okay, so please do submit your profile in the Smart Interns platform. I'll again put a reminder message on Slack once the session is done. But I'm telling you, this is not a complex task, right? So you can do it immediately today after the session. Okay. Right. Now, moving towards our session today, we will be we'll be dealing with chatbots. Okay. So, I got a lot of questions on Slack also asking to deal with chatbot because their project is related to it. So I think today is the day where you'll be learning about chatbot, how to build a chatbot. How many of you here know what is a chatbot? How many of you here know what is a chatbot? Have you ever built a chatbot before by any chance? All the people who are saying yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Great that a lot of you have built chatbot on different platforms. Today I'll be training you to build a chatbot on IBM Cloud. Okay. So rather than just building a chatbot, I'll also build a small UI where you can communicate with your chatbot. Fine. So for the people who are already worked with some of the other platforms of chatbot, it will be very easy for you. Okay, it is as simple as you build on other places. But if you are for the first time listening to chatbot, so there is a place where you'll understand how to build a chatbot, how to integrate it with different things. Okay, So first, going further, for the people who don't know chatbot, can somebody tell me what is a chatbot? Can somebody tell me what is a chatbot? Audio assistant, okay. Virtual assistant, okay. Conversation application. For the, I mean, I really don't understand. People who are putting these big paragraphs as answer, are you writing them or you're copy pasting it from Google? No, just asking out of curiosity. Writing. If you are writing, that's great. I've never, I've never so curious to write big paragraphs. I'm always a one word or one line answer person. So I just got it out. Great to see all of your answers, people. I'm happy. I'm happy with your answers. So just to put things together, okay, and trying to connect the dots which you have placed. How many of you see this chat and bot in two different colors? Why? What did you understand with it? Definitely, it is in two different colors, so everybody will see in two different colors, right? So, what did you understand from it? Just splitting the word into two different parts. Just I'm splitting the word into two different parts, that is chat and the bot. Okay, what is meant by chat? What do you mean by a chat? Conversation. People, please, for chat also don't give me paragraph answers. I can't read because the chat will be overflooded. Okay, chat is conversation. Yes or no? It is conversation between people. Now tell me, how many are required? What is the minimum number of people required to have a chat? Why can't you chat if it is one person? Oh, I got one also. One and a half. Now tell me. No, what is this one and a half, please? The person who said one and a half, can you tell me who is the other half? Okay, let us not go till chat, but normally let us talk. Okay, normally if you have to have a chat, have to have a conversation, how many people are required? You require minimum of two people, please. One and a half and one is not possible. Don't tell me I'll stand in front of a mirror and talk. It is not possible. Okay, let us talk about facts. Okay, thin person. Oh wait. Okay, keeping the jokes apart. So chatbot is what? It is a conversation medium. Okay, so why do we call it a bot when we are having conversation? Why do we have to call it a bot? See, I asked you the number of people required, the minimum number of people required for communication, because I wanted to convey that If you are alone in a conversation, it does not become a conversation. What is a conversation? Conversation is conversation is something where you interact with somebody, share your feelings or information or something. Okay, so if it is one, there is no sharing. It is only one sided always. So it should be minimum of two. Okay, but in today's world, if you see, there are lack. We have people around. Okay, not physically, but at least virtually, because we don't live in physical world these days, right? We generally live in our virtual world mostly. Most of the time we spend in our virtual world. We talk with our mom less, we talk with our Facebook friend more, right? So, in such cases, there are places where few people don't find a person with whom they can communicate, or they don't, world is so busy that they can't answer everybody's questions. Okay. So, in take any of the situation, let it be personal situation or any organizational problems or anything. Chatbot is one step solution where you can go and answer the questions automatically without the involvement of a human. Okay, so there is a robot who is sitting in the other end of communication and answering your queries. Okay, so that's the reason we call it a chat bot. Okay, a robot which answers your question. And telling you one more thing, it need not be answering only FAQs. Okay, it need not answer only FAQs. Based on your application, it can do anything. If you are building a chatbot to make sure the person who is talking to it feels good, okay, so it feels like there is some person with him with whom you can share your feelings, then it does not answer the what you call FAQs there it is answering like a human itself. Okay, so the chatbot should be trained in such a way that the answers which it is giving is more like human and less like a robot. Okay, so when you're chatting, you should never know that you are talking to talking to a robot. Okay, yes, Google Assistant, you have Alexa, you have Sophia, all these things are chatbots, but intelligent chatbots. Okay, they're all intelligent. So going further, so I think I have discussed a lot about what is a chatbot now. Did you all get an inference of what is a chatbot? Okay. So now can somebody tell me why is there a need to move to chatbots? Why is there this need to move to chatbots? Yes. Answers which you gave are all right. Okay, so to provide 24 by 7 service, to get fast responses, to reduce the human power which is required. Okay, so just for an example, how many of you call to customer care? Previously also we discussed this example. So again, stressing on it a bit. We talk to the customer care people, right? So do you, is there any timing like I'll call at this time only, or you can call anytime? You can call anytime to ask your questions, right? See, early in the morning or, whenever the shift starts, even the customer care person is very happy. He answers to all your questions really in a peaceful and a very, 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 elaborative way. But if you call the same person late in the afternoon, will you get the same type of answer which you got in the morning? Will the answer be really so, elaborative? And will he be really very cool with all your questions? Like if you are asking questions repeatedly? Definitely not, right? At the end, he's a human. Okay. So if you ask a lot of questions, he'll get irritated. And what he'll do, he will try to answer your question to the point. Okay. Now it's like, it is similar to you people are putting answers on chat. At 10 o'clock, when I ask you a question, you will Google it or you'll type it or you'll do something, you'll give me big paragraphs as answer. But later during the afternoon times, okay, after 12:30, when I start asking questions, what will be your answers? At times I don't get answer also. I have to ask you whether all of you are present in the session. Are you there? Will you please reply? Okay, so all these things when I ask, then you people will be saying either yes or no. No more answers. This also only yes or no. Okay, and few people will definitely leave the session also. They will not be in the session also. Yes or no? When I am giving you knowledge which is important to you, at that time also you are not able to answer questions, then why will a person who is not at all related, why will he stay? Okay, he will also get frustrated. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So, to avoid such kind of things, okay, see, and one more thing is, like, did you observe whenever you are asking me the same question 10 times, first time I'll answer it peacefully, second time again but peacefully, third time peacefully, but when it goes to 10th time, I say, people no more asking questions on this topic. I have already answered this. Whoever is having any more questions on this, please stop asking me this question. I can't help anymore. Yes or no? As I am the instructor, I'm answering this I'm answering this in this tone. But the customer care person is not an instructor or somebody, right? So he'll not answer in this tone. He will, in the 10th time, he will say, "Are you mad? Can't you listen? How I'm telling? I'm telling the same thing for 10 times. Then why are you asking me the same question?" Yes or no? He'll get irritated. It is human tendency. When you get the same thing for 10 times, you get irritated. Okay. So to avoid all these things, what you can do is you can use a chatbot. Okay, so from here on, what I'll do is I'll train my chatbot to the questions which you generally ask. Okay, so the repeated questions which I get, ma'am, my platform isn't working, ma'am, DB2 is not opening, ma'am, I'm not able to see my project in the, it is not yet approved. I'm not able to see it in my dashboard. So these questions which are there, which I get regularly, okay. So those questions, what I'll do, I'll put them onto my chatbot. I'll train them, and whenever this question comes in the Zoom chat, what I'll say is answer this. So now I did not worry about it. Automatically, whenever you put the question, automatically the answer comes to you. Okay. And I'll answer the questions which are related to the technical things rather than dealing with all those things. Today, I got a lot of questions related to badges. So I'll put that question also in my chatbot. Okay. So from tomorrow, if you're asking the same questions, what will happen? Chatbot will answer. Any reminders which I will forget, I'll ask the chatbot to put. Like what? Today I gave 2 reminders, right? One is filling your profile. The second one is what? Not submitting your project templates. In spite of telling 10 times, you will go and submit it. So when you are submitting, I'll make sure there is a pop-up which comes. You are not supposed to submit now. Something like that. Let us plan. Fine. So that you will all remember that you are not supposed to submit. What say? Oh God, I don't have any chatbot till now. Please, all those responses I give generally. Okay, cool. Okay then. So this is how they're, that is where we use a chatbot. Okay. I hope you all understood the necessity of a chatbot now. Yes or no? So for all the people who want textbook definitions like in Three Idiots, this is the definition of a chatbot, which says it is a computer program or an artificial intelligence which conducts a conversation via auditory or textual messages. Okay, so really a textbook answer this is, Google answer or something like that. What did you mean by this? It is a computer program. Okay, so it is a program. What will it do? It will do conversation. How the conversation is? It is either through text or through audio. Clear, everybody? Yes. Now tell me, how is it different with an application? What is an I mean, how a chatbot is different from an application? Application will do what? Application will do what? It will generally perform some action. Okay, it will generally perform some action which is defined. Okay, how many of you see applications answering your questions if you go and type? Definitely not, right? So this chatbot is one which will go and answer your questions even related to an application. Okay, so how many of you have seen chatbots attached to your college websites? So if you haven't seen, try looking them. Okay, there are few colleges. No, not only your college. I mean any other college. It can be on any college. Okay. So what happens is what they do is, see, most of the questions on the college website will be what? It will be related to when will, what are the college timings? Do I have a bus in this particular route? Okay. Then we'll have what will be the, what are all the courses available? How many PhD faculties are there? How many MTech faculty is available in the college? What is the infrastructure? How many sections you have for the class? All these questions. Okay. When you find all this information on the website, yeah, most of the information you will definitely find. Don't worry. But there will be few. I mean, you know, you going and searching in the particular, you don't know where it is put. Yes or no? So few are put under department section. Few information is put under infrastructure. Few is put under your contact page, or your what is this? You will have different pages. Okay, in each page you will have some information. And for the person, like uh, if your sister, or if somebody is wanting to join that college, if your mom or dad wants to look at the website and try to understand all these things and then ask her to join in that college, is it easy for your mom or dad to go and search? For you it is definitely easy, because you people are already in a college, you know which information is put under which tab. But mom and dad, do they visit college websites every day? Definitely not, right? For them, finding out information under particular in one particular page is not easy. Chatbot is helpful for them. Instead of they going searching in the entire web page, what they can do, They can simply go type in their question there and your answer is ready in front. Okay, no need of searches now. And it will, if necessary, there are few chatbots which will give link to that specific page. Upon clicking, you'll redirect to that tab where the information is present directly. Instead of giving lengthy paragraphs as answer, to make it more human conversation, what it will do, it will provide link to that particular tab. If you click on it, directly you will be redirected to that particular tab. Is it not good idea? Is it not a good idea? Right? So that is where it is different from applications, and that is where it stands away from an application. Okay. So as I was telling you, chatbot is meant for conversations, and conversations should be how? Conversations should be, it should be not like a robot human conversation. It should be more like a human conversation. Okay. What do you mean, Saroj? Okay, so coming to the types of chatbots, okay, we have three types of chatbots. Okay, we have three types of chatbots. One is scripted chatbot. Does not able to do screening of resume. Which, what are you talking about, Saroj? Is it related to our chatbots topic or what? What? Okay, I don't know. Okay, is that like you want to build something specific to your project? You are asking me question. Okay, you're asking me, will the chatbot be able to do that? It has to be trained, Saroj. Accordingly, it has to be trained. First, learn how to build a chatbot. Then we'll talk about how you can do it for your project. Okay. That's the reason I asked you. When I'm dealing with the concept, ask me doubts related to the concept. At the end, definitely on Slack, and at the end, I'm taking Q&A also, right? So there you can put me all these questions instead of breaking my flow in between. Okay. Yes. So types of chatbot. Tell me, what are the types of chatbots we have? We have three types of chatbot. Are you all able to see my screen, by the way? I forgot to ask this. Is it moving? Yes, cool. So we have three types of chatbots. What are they? Scripted chatbot, intelligent chatbot, and application chatbot. Okay. What do you mean by scripted chatbot? What could be a scripted chatbot? Yes. Yes. So which answers only predefined questions. Okay. So which answers only fixed questions. Somebody was saying before I spoke about Saroj's question, somebody was saying it is something. Yeah. So there in scripted chatbots, what we do basically, we give the question. I mean, we train the chatbot in such a way that whenever this question comes, this is the answer which you have to give. That's it. It is done. Okay, like most of the people in intermediate. Okay, I'll not name the colleges, but there what happens? Morning to evening. For this question, this is the answer. Done. Whenever you go to the exam, if this question is there, you will answer. If question is changed a bit also, it will not, I mean, based on the words, the answers will be. Yes or no? Yeah, most of us already, we also were a part of such things someday when, the subjects which we never liked. For those subjects, definitely we were also part of such actions. But okay, right? So scripted chatbot is one such chatbot where question and answer are predefined. So if that question comes, that will be, there will be a default answer which will be coming. Intelligent chatbot is what? What is an intelligent chatbot? Intelligent chatbot is a one. Yes. So intelligent chatbot is one. What will it do? Based on the question, it will understand, see, even if it is an out of box question, it will try to understand that question and give a relevant answer. Like, like a human, it will also think, it will also understand and give an answer. Fine. Then what is an application chatbot? The one which I was telling, right? Specific to the application. If you are able, if you are building something specific to an application, it becomes an application chatbot. Clear, everybody, till here? Shall I move further? So these are the platforms on which you can integrate with your chatbot with. Okay. So you can integrate your chatbot to your Facebook Messenger, to your Slack channel, to a website, or to SMS. Okay. So like if you are messaging me on Slack, okay. So to the questions, to few questions, I can directly give answer without I even reading it. Okay. So that is possible. See, for few people, like on WhatsApp, if you want to attach it to the personal chat, you should have proper APIs which are not available, I think. But to WhatsApp business account, it is available, which we have tested already. Okay, so they have their own ways in which you can do it. Twitter also, you can search people where all you can integrate. But these are the common platforms and these are available on what you call IBM Cloud. Okay, so these are the platforms which are available on IBM Cloud. This is what I'm talking about. But if you are using Python or any other language, there are many APIs which are present. So using which you can do things. But on IBM Cloud platform, these are the available platforms to which you can integrate directly. Okay. Definitely using programming languages, you can do many other miracles which you can't do it generally, right? So don't compare that with this. Okay. So if you start talking about programming languages, things will be completely different. Building a web UI using Python, Flask, or Django is completely different than building a UI using Node-RED. Yes or no? So the look, the feel, and all, everything changes. So we can't compare both. Everything has its own advantages and disadvantages. So let us move further. So these are the few use cases which you can build using chatbot. These are not the only use cases which can be built. These are few of the use cases which you can build using chatbot. So the use case which we are going to deal with today is a restaurant use case. Okay, so I didn't want to go with complex ones. Okay, so what is this restaurant use cases? We'll try to build a restaurant bot which will answer our general questions, and also what will it do? It will try to order our food. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, and we'll build a UI for this. Fine. Is it clear? Okay, so I'll show you the architecture quickly, and then we shall move into the hands-on part, because I think today is the longest theory session. Okay. Okay. So this is the architecture of the chatbot. Tell me, how many parts are you able to see in this architecture? 3 plus 1. Okay. 5. Okay. I don't know. 3 plus 2. 4. Which PDF you want, Sumit? Yeah, definitely I'll do that. The architecture and all. But if I were you, what would I have done is I would have taken a screenshot of this slide, because I'm staying on this slide anyhow for a long time, right? I would have taken a screenshot of this instead of asking somebody. So it's easy in a way. I would have used my snipping tool or a screenshot or something. Fine, anyhow. So keeping jokes apart, this is the architecture of chatbot. Okay. So in this architecture, you have 3 parts. Part one, this is the part one, this is the part two, and this is the part three. Okay, fine. These are the 3 parts. What are all the layers which are present in this? Name these layers, the 3 layers. Name the 3 layers. Presentation layer, data layer, machine learning layer, right? You have a presentation layer here, you have a machine learning layer here, and you have the data layer here. Okay. So now somebody tell me, which one is the first one? Which layer is the first one? Okay, most of you are saying it as data layer. I get few presentation layers in between. Okay, definitely only one of these two can be, because they are the endpoints. Definitely. Okay, I'm getting ML also as answer. ML is between. How will this be the first one? I don't understand. Okay. Okay. So drawing lines between what you are telling, it is not data layer or machine learning layer. The first layer which comes into picture is the presentation layer. Why is presentation layer the first layer? Tell me, where do you get a question from the user? On the data layer? Is it on the data layer? Definitely not. It is as simple as that. See, here you are able to see Facebook, Slack, and website. It means that you are going to communicate through that, right? It's as easy as that. So user will be communicating from one of these mediums. It will ask questions. So user will ask question from this layer. He will put the question from here. So now what happens is, once the question is received, that question is sent to the messaging backend in the form of a message. How many of you here are versed with networking? How many of you here are versed with networking? Who know networking, at least the basics of networking and all? Now, when you are sending a message, will it be directly the message itself or there will be any other thing also? Packets, right? It will be in the form of frames, packets and all. So what happens is now from that packet, your message is extracted in the form of plain text by this messaging backend. Understanding? From the packet which you are sending from the UI, from that UI, the packet is extracted and the message which you want to give, the question which you want to ask, that question is retrieved as a plain text by this messaging backend. Understand the usage of messaging backend? Did you all understand? Yes. Now, once we get the plain text, what is it doing? It is now sent, this plain text is now sent to the NLP or NLG. Sorry, NLU. How many of you know what is NLP, NLU? What do you mean by NLP or NLU? Yeah, I know it is written on top. That's the reason I'm asking. But still, I'm getting wrong answers. I don't know. NLP, NLU, I'm asking, not NLG. So NLP is what? Natural language processing, and NLU is what? Natural language understanding. Okay. So now the terms are pretty clear actually. The terms are pretty clear. Natural language processing. It means what? It means what? See, NLP, NLU will do what is, it will take the plain text which you have given, the message which you have given. From that, it will try to remove all the unnecessary things. Like, see, if I'm saying, my name is Lalita Gayatri, what is the important thing here? Tell me what are the important things in this statement? Name, only, I mean, name is what? Name, word name or my name? What do you mean? See, the important parts there are name and Lalita Gayatri. Because if Lalita Gayatri is only extracted, then what will happen? It will never know what is this Lalita Gayatri. It can be a name of a shop. It could be a shop. Okay. So, or it could be a product name, or it could be anything. So, Lalita Gayatri is important and name is also important. A tag given to that particular okay word. Okay. So definitely it is important to have the tag and also the word, right? So these two are the important thing. The other parts like my is are not important. They are just supporting words, right? So natural language understanding, natural language processing, NLP, NLU will do what is, from the text which you are giving, it will remove such unnecessary things and try to grab the keywords out of your statement. Understanding? It will try to grab the keywords. Okay. So from here, what is happening? From the message, query is retrieved. Okay. And then coming to here, what is happening? Keywords. Keywords are extracted. Okay. Understood till here? In this place, what is happening? From the plain text, NLP, NLU is doing what? It is extracting the keywords. Okay. Then we have what? We have a decision engine. What will this decision engine do? What will the decision engine do? Again, the name suggests. Again, the name suggests. It says it decides what it decides what action has to be taken on the entity which you have, sorry, on the keyword which you have sent. Yes or no? It will decide what action has to be done on that particular keyword which you have extracted. Okay, so the actions it will decide and it will classify into one of the two parts. It will classify into one of the two parts. First part being, see, if it is a normal statement, like normal question, if it is a general question, okay, which has static, which is having static answer, then what will it do? Decision engine has the capability to take the questions by itself, like giving the answer by itself. Then in that case, if they are general questions, okay, if general questions, then what will it do? It will directly move, I mean, answer the question and transfer that answer, whichever is given by decision engine, to the NLG, natural language understanding. Okay, so there it is converted into proper format and array, the text is sent as a plain text array to the messaging backend. Okay, understanding? Clear till here? But if the question is not general question, if it is a question which will have dynamic answers, okay, so those dynamic entities will be present where? Will be present in the database. Okay, so then if the decision engine is not able to answer the question all by itself, then it will go to the data layer, connect to the database. From the data source, it will find the information related and give the answer to the NLG. Understanding? See, again I'm repeating, if the question is a simple question, like a FAQ, okay, which is answered for, let it be years together, the answer will be same for that question. Okay, so now if somebody comes to the chatbot and says good morning, will the answer change to good morning? Definitely not. So this answer is static answer. Okay, for good morning, always the answer is good morning. That's it. There will not be any change in it. So answers which are static, which can be taken directly by the decision engine, will the decision engine will answer directly, and that answer is sent to NLG directly. Okay, done everybody. Now consider the product list of a company. Okay, the product list of a company or the locations of a company. Will these things be static? Like today, if I have a branch in Hyderabad, does it mean throughout my lifetime or throughout the company is working, it will be in only one branch Hyderabad? No. The branches might increase or decrease, right? So such kind of information will be placed where? It will be placed in the database, yes or no? If you see the websites also, the location details are always retrieved from the database. They are not put statically directly on the website. Okay, so in those cases, decision engine will do what? It will go connect with the database. It will go and connect with the database it will query on the database, fetch the information from the database, and then give it to what? NLG. Okay. NLG will convert it into plain text format. Okay, and that plain text array is sent to messaging backend. Okay. Now messaging backend will do what? Again convert the plain text into packets and send it as a response to the UI. Clear, everybody? Everybody clear? Anybody, any doubts? Okay, great then. So shall we continue further? Okay. So let us go and look how to build a chatbot. Okay. Let us go and build how to build a chatbot. Okay. Let us go and look how to build this chatbot. So everybody go into your browsers and start building your chatbot. Log in into your accounts first. What dashboard, Sneha? What are you asking about? You should log into your cloud account, cloud.ibm.com. Once you log in, you will be on the dashboard itself. Done, everybody? Everybody on the page like where I am? All of you go to catalog now. Click on the catalog. I don't think I have to tell you where these things are present now, I think, right? You people have worked with it now. Right? Click on catalog. Click on catalog. And search for assistant. And search for assistant. Everybody done? If you can't message on chat, at least raise your hands. I used to get this half an hour before. Now I don't know why you people are not responding. Bored or what? Okay. So after you search for assistant, just click on this Watson assistant. Click on Watson assistant. See if it is, if light plan is selected and select the location. After that is done, click on create. Yeah, everybody is habituated to the words which I use. Thank you, Srinidhi. Check if it is in light plan itself. Go and check the location if it is selected. After you are done with these two things, click on create. Everybody created the service? Okay, let me open my service too. 1 second. So I think everybody is on this page. Once you create the service, you will be on this page. Yeah, so I quickly give you all 2 minutes of time. I give you 2 minutes of time. Please settle down if people who are facing issue with login, like if it is taking time to log in into your accounts, create the account. I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Right. So I hope now everybody is on this page with me, right? Now, from here, click on Launch Watson Assistant. Click on Launch Watson Assistant. People, don't be in a hurry. I know things are, you might have known about these things already, or you have done about these things. But then there are people who are not versed with this topic. So I have to think about even them. Okay. So I don't have only people who know chatbot. I have also people in the session who don't know chatbot. So I have to make sure my pace is in accordance with everybody in the session. Okay. So please try to bear with me even if I'm going a bit slow. Don't be in a hurry. I'll make sure I complete everything in 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I mean 2 more hours on the whole 3 hours. I don't know what credential you are speaking about, but thanks, people. Thanks for that compliment. Okay. Why do you want to copy the credentials? Why did you copy those credentials? I did not ask you to copy any of these credentials, no? You can directly click on launch Watson Studio. This is what you have to do. Why copying these credentials? These will be available. Even if you ask it to move, go away from here, it will not go. This will be available on this page definitely. Unable to launch, this shows an error. People, if you are getting any error, please just close it and reopen it. Okay, so things will work fine. As usual, you know the drill now, right? What you have to do, you have to just reload and refresh again, people. This concept is not very tough, so things will work. You will not have any problem with this loading problem or server problem. You will not get it. See, if you have to bother about anything, that thing will definitely be discussed by me. So don't bother about this active or anything else. Please don't bother. Ma'am, please tell me I am up to cloud. You are on the cloud page. Like, where are you? On the cloud page in the sense. Okay, whatever people. So I am proceeding further. I hope you are all on this page like what I am. Okay. So here, if you just see, you have a small vertical bar here, vertical strip here. If you hover on the vertical strip, it will be expanded and you will find two options there. Everybody getting this? Everybody getting this? Yes. On this strip, select skills. I'll tell you what is assistant at the end, don't worry. On the strip, you select what? Select skills. Okay. Once you select skill, you will have my first skill as a default one. Everybody has my first skill on the page? Yes. Don't worry, I have this extra one because I dealt with the bootcamp one, right? So there I created this. I forgot to delete this service. So it is available for me even now. For you people, it will not be there. So don't worry. Okay. Now click on create skill. Click on create skill. Now here select the dialog skill. Okay, so if you see the search skill as under plus plan, we don't have money to pay for the plan and use the skill. So we'll be using the dialog skill. Select the dialog skill and click on next. people, if you see here, you have three options. If you see here, there are three options, right? One is create skill. Second one is use sample skill. And the third one is what? Import skill. Yes, everybody is on this page. Yes. So what do you mean by create skill is you will be creating an empty skill here if you create a skill. Okay. But if you see, there is this use sample skill button. If you click on that use sample skill, there is a sample skill which is provided by what is this called? IBM people. Okay. There is a sample skill which is provided by IBM people. So you can use this skill if you want to. If your application is similar to a customer care application, you can use this skill and you can modify according to your wish. The last one is what? Import skill. How many of you know this? What do you mean by this import skill? Like last time, okay? So it is like if I have built the code application completely and the same one I want to share it with you, what will I do? I'll give you the JSON. You can just click on, you can download the JSON and import it here. Right? So now for now we are going to create an empty skill. So click on this create skill and give a name to your skill. You give your own readable name. Okay, so here as I already named the previous one as restaurant chatbot, here I'm using the name as IBMHC 2, which means IBM Hack Challenge 2. Okay, and I'm clicking on create dialog skill. Give your own name. I hope now everybody is on this page. Now done? Okay, cool. So now, see people, till now I have been very, very, very slow. Okay, from here it is all your English which will matter. Okay, so nothing great we are going to do. It is very, very, very simple. So I want you to be please in my pace. Okay, please follow my pace. Otherwise, we'll not be able to complete what we wanted to. I don't want to get delayed or I don't want to take session after 1 o'clock. So please make sure you finish everything a bit faster. Okay, so there is nothing which I have to repeat here for 10 times. Try to follow the pace which I am in. Okay. I'm definitely very slow actually. Right. Now, if you see here, you find something called as intents, entities, dialogues, options, analytics, versions, and content catalog. Okay. So first, before you proceed with the chatbot, you should understand what these things are. Okay. Now, let me tell you few things. Please don't do anything now. Until I instruct you, you did not do anything on your screen. Everybody just look into my screen and try to understand the concept. Okay. So now we have what here we have these 7 options, right? In these 7 options, intents, entities, and dialogues are the main parts to build a chatbot. Okay, so what are they? What are the main what are the main things which are required to build a chatbot? Intents, entities, and dialogues. Right? Now, I will explain about what is an intent, what is an entity, and what is a dialogue in a while. But before that, I will go and show you what are the other four things. We'll not be using them anyhow, but I'll show you because we don't know, right? You people might want it in your what do you call in your projects, okay? So first, going to content catalog. See here, there are few, Okay, let me explain first intents entities only. See, we have three important things: intent, entities, and dialogues. Okay, so what is an intent first of all? What could be intents? What could be intents? Yeah, so intents are the user questions. Okay, so what are intents? Intents are the user questions. Fine. So all the questions which are asked by the user will be put under intents. Clear, everybody? Are you understanding? Now, going to dialogue. When your user is putting some questions, bot should respond, right? Bot should respond, right? So those responses will be written under what? Will be written under dialogue. Will be written under dialogue. Intents are the user questions and dialogues are the answers given to those user questions. Clear, everybody? Clear, everybody? Now that we understood that intents are user questions and dialogues are the answers given to those user questions, here comes entities. Okay, entities are the keywords. Understanding using which we group the similar kind of questions into one place. Understanding? Understanding, everybody? Right. Now, coming to content catalog, see, your use case might be one of these use cases. Okay, so there are many use cases here. Common questions which are related to these use cases, these categories are present in the here. Okay, so if you want questions related to COVID-19, what are the common questions asked by users related to COVID-19? You can just add these to skill. So all the questions related to the COVID-19 will be added to your project, to your chatbot. Okay, you can write the answers to those questions instead of writing the questions also. Then we have, any other sectors like, the banking sector. Questions related to the banking sectors. If you want, you can add these intents to the skill. If you want questions related to bot control, like that, you have different sectors, and you can add those intents to your skill by just clicking add to skill. Okay, here the intent count is also mentioned. How many intents are present in that particular skill, okay, which you are going to add. Clear, everybody? One second, people. There are a few questions which I got on chat. Let me have a look. Sugandha, making things clear, we are live on YouTube. Okay, so our session is on YouTube. It is present on YouTube. So, you can go to YouTube and you can just simply watch our video. Okay. Then coming to Srinidhi, she's asking me these skills are added instead of predefining questions. Srinidhi, not answers. Okay. It is about only questions. Like, see, if my application is to build a chatbot to answer the questions related to COVID-19, I have to go and train all the questions also, right? Instead of I training the questions, I'll add it from here, and then I'll simply, answer to those questions. Clear? Okay. So you can add further questions also, which are, you can add this skill, and then to this skill you can add few more questions also. Like if here 23 intents are present. If you want, you can add few more intents. Now, anyhow, we are not going to deal with this part. Okay. Then there is versions. You know versions, right? You know what is meant by version? Yes or no? Yes. What do you mean by versions there? See, when you're building a chatbot, you might not be, building it in one go. Okay, so few features you will build it in at once. The others you will build it later, something like that, right? So that will go under versions. We have analytics. Under analytics, we'll have all the communications which we have. How many communications are made. Okay, so how many intents are used, total number of communication coming, everything is under uh, analytics. Then going to options, here you can add this to webhooks and all. I'll not talk about webhooks now. So let's see, if your project has any relation towards webhooks, then I'll deal it personally with you people, but not in the session on live. Okay, so now we shall go and start building our chatbot. Okay, so people, you should be really very quick now, because in a half an hour I have to wind up building chatbot. Half an hour to 40 minutes. We have to definitely wind up building chatbot. Okay. Now, as I told you, we have intents, entities, and dialogues. If Hari, if I have to create new intent, how do I create? Hari, I think I'm not yet done with the session. Please just wait for a while. I'm talking about that. Harshita, I'm telling you again, I'm not yet done with my session. Just wait till the end. Please don't be in a hurry. Let me finish what I want to talk first. At the end, I'll be telling you how you can do all those things. Right. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, to build a conversation. Now tell me, how many of you are good at starting a conversation? How many of you are good at starting a conversation? Okay, let me give you an example. You go to a marriage. Okay, you go to a marriage with your mom, and your mom suddenly calls somebody, calls you and introduces you to somebody. Okay, so how many of you, without any problem, can start communicating with them the next time when you meet, even if they don't come to you and talk? Even if they don't come to you and talk, how many of you can turn to them and talk to them? Okay, so there are few people who can talk like me. There are few who can't, right? So there should be someone definitely who has to start the conversation. Yes or no? There should be definitely someone who has to start the conversation. And there are people who by themselves can start a conversation, and there are people who waits for the other to talk. How many of you go to your cousin's place and wait for your cousin to come and tell you hi? Until they tell hi, you are not going to move from that place. You go, you sit in that place itself. Not if they are very close, but if they are not that close, then you will definitely do this, right? So how much ever extrovert you are, at times you also can't start a conversation when you, right? So to avoid all these things, chatbot, what it does is it will start the conversation all by itself. Clear? It will start the conversation all by itself. If you just click on this, try it. If you just click on this, try it. What is it saying? It is saying, hello, how can I help you? It is starting the conversation. Understanding? Always take any chatbot, it will start the conversation. Yes or no? Yes. So, in the similar way, our chatbot also starts the conversation. So, if it is starting the conversation under dialogue, there should be something, right? Because all the bot conversation is present where it is present under dialogue. So, if you just open dialogue, there are by default two nodes available. By default, for everybody, there are two nodes available. Okay. So the first node is the welcome node. If you just open the welcome node, what is written here? Hello, how can I help you? Everybody able to see this? Yes. So now what I'll do is I'll change the welcome message a bit, because this is not specific. See, when you are building some application, you should tell, right, what is your application about first, and then you have to introduce yourself and then say how can I help you, right? So just remove the text. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Now you can open and you can do. Go to dialog, open the welcome node, remove the text which is present there, and introduce who you are basically. Okay, bot is saying, hi, how can I help you? But how will you believe? Okay, you will not like to chat to a person who is stranger to you. Yes or no? So first it has to say who it is, and then it has to ask a question, right? So now let us do something like that. Yes, we are going to build the bot and we are going to test the bot. So, okay, so here I have given a small text saying, hello, this is RestroBot. I am here to help you with your queries related to restaurant and place your orders. So this is what I am giving. Okay, so let us close this, clear the previous text, and now see what is the first one, which is what is the intro message which it is giving. The message which we typed for it. Okay, the message which we trained the bot for. Everybody got it? Everybody got this? Now, as a user, give some message there. Okay, so once you see that text, what will you say? Hey, hello. Okay, if I'm saying, so what is it saying? Hey, hello, when I say, what is it saying? It is saying, I did not understand. Can you try rephrasing? Why is it saying so? Can somebody tell me why is it saying so? Yes, Monica, tell me. It is because we never trained with this question. I told you, right? All the user questions we should be trained. Yes or no? Questions are the responses from the user. But till now, we did not train it with hey, hello. Or we don't have a response for this type of text. Yes or no? We told it whenever you are opening the try it out, whenever there is a welcome, then give this message. So whenever you open the chatbot, the first message which you get is what? This welcome message, you are getting it. Here on top, you have this try it out button. Click on that, then it will open the chatbot. Okay, so now, as it is not trained with the message, what is it? It is not in the welcome node. Okay, so what is the other response which is present? Anything else? If you open anything else, you have this messages here. Okay, so here you have 3 messages, right? But what did you get? You got only one message. Remember, people, this is anything else node. What do you mean by anything else is when no other message, when no other dialogue is correct, is not matching, no other dialogue is matching, then this dialogue will be triggered. Okay, if you see, for everything there is a condition which is matched. Okay, for every node there is a condition which has to be matched. If no other condition matches, then it will go to anything else. How many of you here are versed with if else loop? It is similar to your if else loop. Okay, if, say, understand, if condition, if this is true, something will come. Next, like that, in between you might have else if loops. At the end you will have a else part. Okay, when no other condition is triggered, then this condition will trigger. Yes or no? Right? Now understood? You will have a if, Else if statements you can have any number of, then at the end you will have else, right? Now in our case we have one if loop and else. Okay, if welcome is satisfied, then it will give what? This welcome message. Other than that, whatever comes, what will it do? It will give anything else answer. Okay, so now let us go in the anything else node. If you see, there are 3 responses here. Okay, 1, 2 and 3 responses. But what is the answer which we are getting? The first one. Did you all try giving a few more irrelevant answers? Like now I will say hi. It gave me the first one. So I give hello. It gave me the second one. I say hey. It gives me the third one. I give something else. What happened? It gives me the first one again. Understanding how is it set? So these 3 are the answer variations. If you are getting the same answers, then you will get bored, right? So that's the reason you are put with 3 different answers, which will be set to which will change randomly. They are set to sequential, so one after the other you are getting it. If you put it as random, randomly one of these 3 will be coming as output. Understanding? Understood now? Yes. Now, people tell me whenever you start a conversation, with what will you start? How will you start any conversation? Every day morning when you come into the session, what is the first thing you ask me? First thing you tell me, everybody starts saying good morning. Everybody, yes or no? So you greet the person whoever you meet based on the time and I'm sorry, weather here again has changed, so my network got disabled in between. Are you all able to hear me now? Yeah, cool. So see what we have to do now. Whenever somebody comes to the chatbot, also what will they do? They will start answering. Start greeting the bot. Yes or no? So we have to train the bot with the greetings. So how will we do it? We'll go to intents. Go to intents, everybody. Go to intents. Click on create intent. Go to intent. Click on create intent. Intents are identified by hash symbol. Okay. Intents are identified by hash symbol. Here you name the intent as greeting, because we are going to put all the questions which are related, all the responses which are related to greetings in this intent. I name the intent as hash greetings. Yes. So after you give the name of the intent, what you have to do, you have to click on create intent. Okay, click on create intent. Now intent named greetings is created. Okay, so now write the question. What are all the possible things which comes here? What are all the possible examples of greetings? Give those greetings here. It might be hi. Give each one in one single row. Okay, so like hey you give and click on add example or hit enter. Okay, so after hey, hi, hello. Okay, so then it can be good morning. It can be good afternoon because it can be good evening. Okay, done everybody adding the intents? Done everybody adding the intents? Yes. So after you add all the intents, unable to create. Okay. So after you add the intents, now that you have trained with good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello, hey, hi. Now let us go and check if it is able to understand. Okay, so Watson is training here, right? Watson is training here. Let us wait for it to finish the training. Let us give it some time. It will take a while to train the Watson. After you are done, now give your query here. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of questions. Sorry, people, my chat was stuck. Most of you are asking me about, okay, case sensitive. Yes, they will understand. Even if you are giving it in small or big, it is not an issue. It will understand. If you see, I've given all in small, in lower case. Now, if you see, if I'm giving it in titles case, it is able to understand that it is greetings. Okay. Now, if you see, after training the greetings also, all the possible greetings also, it is still saying I can't understand, try rephrasing. Why is it so? True. We did not give the dialogue yet, right? We said that there is a possible response like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, but we never told it what should be the answer when this question comes, when this response comes. Yes. So now let us go and train that first. Okay. How do we do is click on this back symbol just next to the intent name. Click on this back button which is present just next to the intent name. Go to dialog. Go to dialog. Now tell me, where should I add this node? Where should I add this node? Above welcome, below anything else, or in between welcome and anything else? How many of you write else if block above if? How many of you write else if above if in your programming language? Then why am I getting answer saying above? How many of you write else if after else? How many of you write else if after else in your programming? No one. So why will you put it after anything else, below the anything else node? I told you, right? It is what? It is which structure? It is else if structure. Yes or no? So you are not supposed to put things above welcome node or below anything else node. Any node which you want to put should be in between these two. If you put above or below, they will not be executed. Understanding? So you have to go and put your node, whatever response you want to add between the welcome node and anything else node. So now just click on the three dots on the welcome node and click on add node below. Done, everybody? Now here I'm naming this node. This name can be completely individual. It is not that you have to name it same as the intent name or something like that. It is up to you what you give. If you want, you can give your name also here. This step is just to make sure you identify each of your node separately, what it is doing and all. People, I'm really going slow. If you ask me to repeat also, it will take a lot of time. Okay, I'm doing it again. Please try to follow my steps. See, any node which you want to add should be in between welcome and anything else node. Okay, I hope this point is clear for everybody. Right? So now what you have to do is you have to add a node below the welcome node. For that, you click on the three dots here and click on add node below. Click on the three dots on the welcome node and click on add node below. Then a node will be created and it will be opened. Okay, so you can name that node. It's up to you whether you name it or not name it. But I prefer naming the node because tomorrow, if you are facing if you want to change anything, you can easily find out which node you have to change. Okay, so this node is going to answer questions related to greetings. So I name this node as greetings node. Okay, then what is it saying? When this node has to open, that condition you have to specify here. Okay, when this node should be triggered. Okay, what is the condition where this node should be triggered and the response should be given? That condition you have to give it here. What is the condition? This node should be opened whenever, if you just click on it, you will get the drop down here, select intents there, and then select greetings. Okay, so whenever hash greetings is triggered, you want this node to be opened. Okay, now here, what should the assistant respond with when this greetings, whenever this message is coming, then what should it respond with? I am saying it to respond with hi. I'm saying it to respond with hi. Clear? Done, everybody? Everybody, is it done? Sumit and Ashwin, are you doing it? Yeah, cool. Great. So now close this node. After you are done till here, close this node. If you see the name and the intent which you have given, everything is set here. Now I clear my chat. Okay. Now I try saying hi. Now I try saying hi. I got a response as hi. I try saying good morning. What is it responding with? It is saying hi again. Yes or no? Do you want it to do something like this? Do you want it to answer something like this? Do you want when you go and wish somebody a good morning with a very pleasant smile, do you expect them to respond with hi? Definitely not, right? Definitely not. You want, when you say good morning, you want the other person also to say good morning in a very pleasant way, right? So we have to train our bot in a further way. But now tell me, can you extract good morning from this? It is difficult, right? So you can't extract uh each value from it. Okay, Pravina, I think you, instead of creating a node, you have created the folder. Create node, create add node below. Click on this, not add folder. Click on add node below. If you click on add folder, then you will get empty folder. Click on add node below. If you make a loop, what will happen? See, okay, let me try that also, as you have told me. I'll give good morning. Okay, now I give good evening. Okay, done. Done. Now I have given 3 responses here, and they are sequential, so no problem. Now let me go and give good morning. Okay, let me first clear the chat. I'll do it from the beginning. I'll say good morning. When I say good morning, what is it saying? It is saying hi. Now I say good evening. What is it saying? Good morning. Understanding? What is the problem if you set everything to what is the problem if you set everything to sequential, and if you give responses like this? This is not what we expect. When somebody says good evening, if the bot responds with good morning, the person will become mad now, right? So we don't want this. Okay, so here is where you get the concept of what? Entities. Okay, so I remove these responses which I have given. I close this node. Now let us go to entities. Click on entities. Click on entities and click on create entity here. Click on entities and click on create entity here. Done, everybody? Great. So this entity is related to greetings itself. So I'm naming it as greetings only. Don't ask me, ma'am, is it necessary that intense entities should be of with the same name? There is no such necessity. Okay, just for the sake of understanding. And we can easily say, right, this entity is related to greeting. So we have an intent name greeting. So it is easy to differentiate. That's the reason I'm giving the same name, but there is no necessity that it should be of the same name. Okay, now after you give name of the entity, click on create entity. Now tell me, what are all the values you want to separate? What are all the I really don't understand. Why are you very much faster than me? Just give me 2 minutes. I'll answer everything here. Okay. Here, what are the different values which you have? You have good morning because you want a separate response for good morning. Okay. So if you see here, it is asking you to, you can also give the synonyms for it. Okay. How many of you have a habit of typing good morning completely? How many of you type good morning completely? Yeah, definitely on chat in the morning you give good morning completely, might be, but most of you in your WhatsApp chats, you don't use good morning completely. If you are using phone and if it is able to recognize your frequently used words, then it might give you good morning, but as a suggestion, But most of us don't type good morning completely. There are very few who type. We use GM, or we say good morning. We have our own, everybody has their own style of writing good morning. And few I don't understand. They just say morning. It means that the morning should not be good or what. So they just say morning, and there are few who write good as GD. So there are many other variations of good morning, but these are the variations which I get generally every day. Okay, so this is the variations which I receive. So once I give the value and the synonyms giving is not mandatory, people. It means it is like I'll tell you about fuzzy, people. Just wait. Okay, I'll tell you about what is fuzzy. Okay, so after you give good morning, I'm giving few synonyms. It's up to you whether you give the synonyms or not, and click on add value. So in the similar way, you have good afternoon and good evening. Write it for good afternoon, good evening. I want you people to do it. I'm not doing it. Are all of you doing it, or you're waiting for me? Click on add value and just type another value. Okay. Done, everybody? Done, everybody? So you have three values. You have three values: good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so if you want, you can edit these things also. If you just click on that, you will get the edit option for those that particular value, and you can edit it. Okay, so I'm done with this entity. Okay, I'm done with this entity. Now what we have to do, we have to separate the responses, yes or no, based on good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? So where we have to do that, we have to do it in the dialog. So click on the back symbol here. Click on the back symbol, and now go to dialog. Now go to dialog. How many of you will create a new node now? Raise your hands. How many of you will create a new node now? Good, everybody. So I appreciate everybody. So you have to edit the existing one. Okay. So what is the existing one which you have? You have the greeting node. So open the greeting node. Now, so here you have one response, one single response has an output, or you have many responses based on the conditions. Do you have one single response as an output, or do you have many responses based on the, right? You have many responses because you want to reply good morning for good morning. You want to say good evening for good evening, right? So when you have many responses, what you have to do is click on this customize. Click on customize next to the node name. Everybody able to find customize here on top? Just next to your node name, there is a button called customize with settings symbol. Click on that. Click on that customize. It will have few things. If you just scroll down, you will have multiple conditioned responses. Multiple conditioned responses. Just check, turn on that switch. Just turn on that switch and click on apply. Turn on the switch and click on apply. Now, when you click on apply, what is it telling you? It is asking you for another condition and what is the response for it, yes or no? So it is like inside the else if you have to write, you are writing one more if loop. Okay. Understanding everybody? Inside the else if part, you are writing one more if loop. It's similar to that. Okay. Yes, nested. So now just click, put your cursor on the cell there, input cell, if consistent recognizes, and select what? Entities. Which entity? Greetings entity is good morning. Understanding? I did not do anything. First select entities, then select the greetings entity, then say is good morning. When it is good morning, what is the value you want to give as an output? You want it to give good morning, right? Yes or no? I'm giving as a bit of text. Okay, I'm saying, hey, good morning. It's a pleasant day. Okay, fine. Then I'm adding one more response. So similarly, you people do it for good afternoon, good evening. Make it quick. Do it for good afternoon and good evening. I'm not going to explain. Make it for good afternoon. Unable to write response in the text. Just remove it and close the node and reopen it. There should not be any problem. Similarly, do it for good afternoon and good evening, everybody. Okay. Now that we have configured the node, now let us try to clear the messages and try to give our responses. When I say good morning, it is saying good morning. No problem. When I'm saying good evening, it is saying great evening today. All fine. Now try to give your synonyms which you gave. Is it working? Is it working? Can somebody tell me why is it not coming? Can somebody tell me why is it not working? Everybody see here, what is the condition we said? If the statement which we are giving is in hash greetings, only then enter into this node. But is GM, is GM present in this hash greetings? No, right? That's the reason it is not entering into this node. So to make sure it enters into this node, what you have to do is click on this plus symbol. Click on the plus symbol, then you will get something like this. Select the drop down for end and make it as OR. Make it as OR and write the condition here to be at the rate greetings. Okay. At the rate greetings. Done, everybody? Done till here? Now close the node and check if you are getting for the synonyms also. Getting it, everybody? Okay. Now let us go further. Now tell me, what was our use case? What was our use case for today? Restaurant, right? So tell me, whenever you go to a restaurant to order something, what is the first thing you do? What is the first thing you do? Menu. Wonderful. How many of you directly go to the restaurant without looking at anything? Or you check for the offers and all? Right? We select a restaurant which is having offers. Okay. Yes or no? Right. So, the common queries also, if you observe how many of you use Swiggy, Zomato, and all, almost all of us, even if you say no, I'll not believe. So while we are using Swiggy, Zomato, and all, the first filter which we put is offers. Not now, definitely, but normally, at least we use it, right? Normally, at least we use it. How many of you put filter for what is this? Offers first. See, even we are ready to spend the same amount, but we want more things. Okay. So even if they are giving a small offer, we are happy with it. Yes or no? So in the similar way, any person will first ask about offers, yes or no. So there should be an inquiry. Okay, so there might be questions to this bot asking about what is the menu and what are the offers available, yes or no. Yes or no. Before they place the order, these questions might be asked. Once these questions are answered, then then he might think to place the order. Yes or no. Now first let us go and train these questions and let us try to answer these questions. Click on intents, go to intents, go to intents. Click on create intent. Click on create intent. Okay, so this is the inquiry. So I name this node as inquiry. It is hash inquiry. I'm writing questions related to inquiry, right? So I put the intent name as inquiry and I click on create intent. Now, once the inquiry intent is created, here I give the questions which might be asked. What is the menu? What are the specials today? Are any offers available? Will I get any discounts? Okay, so are these not the general questions which will be asked related to food? I mean, the menu and the offers? Yes or no? Any more questions which can be asked? No, it is not. What recommendations, Neha? Okay, so you can add any questions which are related. I'm not adding all those questions. See, I am asking about only the offered and the menu. Okay, so remaining questions, if you want to add any, you can add, and based on it, you can train the bot. Okay, let us not make it a bit complex. Okay, we want to build a simple chatbot for now. Okay, other things, if you want, you can deal with. Okay, done. Right, now go back. Go back, everybody. Go to, now tell me, here in the intents we have put questions under inquiry, we have put questions under regarding offers and also regarding menu. Yes or no? Will both the things have the same response? Will both the things have the same response? Offers will have a different response and menu will have a different response, right? So we have to grab the keywords now from the from those questions. We have to grab the keywords. Yes or no? Now go to entities, click on create entity, go to entity, click on create entity and create a inquiry entity. Okay, I'm telling you again, it need not be same as your intent name. Make sure it is not necessary that intent name and the entity name should be same, but I am making it as same for my convenience. So I click on create entity. So I give two values here. One is menu, the second one is offers. If you see, I am not giving any kind of synonyms for this as of now. If you want, you can mention them. Dhruvil, you asked me a question saying if two entities have same synonym. If two entities are having same synonyms, it is waste of creating two different entities. Okay? Because if the two entities are having the same synonyms, it means that the two entities are same, right? Why will you create two different entities doing the same work? Clear? So I have created two values in the entity inquiry named menu and offers. Okay, there is nothing which I did in the intents. I went to intents, I created an intent named inquiry, and then I have I have asked few questions. Are any offers available? What are the specials today? What is the menu? And what are the discounts? Okay, so like this, I have asked, I've created four questions here. Then I went back, I went to entities, I created an entity. In that, I have two values, one is menu, one is offers. That's it. If you want, you can give keywords, I mean synonyms also. But if you don't want, you can leave it as well. Okay, so now I go back. I go to dialog because we have to make the response, right? So I go to dialog. Now, what do? I add a node again between the welcome and anything else node. I'm adding it below the greetings node. Okay. I click on the three dots near the greetings node and I click on add node below. Done. Here I name the node as inquiry. Okay. I name the node as inquiry node. And under if assistant recognizes, what should be it? What it should be? It should be hash inquiry. It should be hash inquiry. Meghanjali, I did not do anything. I just came to entities. I created entity. After I've done creating entities, I have added two values, menu and offers there. Then I came to dialog. I added a node below greetings node. And then I named the node as inquiry node. I gave the condition, I'm here. As we have menu and offers, which we are going to deal with here, we'll be getting two responses. Yes or no? We'll be getting two responses. So to save that, to give multiple responses, what we have to do? Yes, go to customize. Go to customize. Go to customize. Go down to the end and enable the multiple condition responses. Enable multiple condition responses and click on apply. Done, everybody? Right. Now, how many of you are ready to list all the items of the restaurant? How many of you are ready to list all the items of the restaurant? Type. How many of you are ready to type? Whoever is ready to type, you people type. But people who are not ready to type, you are all of my batch. So we are all going to put an image. Okay, so we are all going to put an image of it. Who are ready to type, you can type. But we are going to put an image. Okay. So whenever somebody is asking about menu, I'll display the menu card instead. Why will I have to type it? Right? You people are intelligent. You want me to type everything and share it. Definitely I'll not do it. I'm going to put an image. Okay, fine. So now let us check for this condition. If assistant recognizes at the rate inquiry is menu. When assistant recognizes menu, I have to respond with something. As I said, I am not going to respond with the text. Okay, I am not going to respond with the text. I want the image to be displayed. Okay, a menu card image to be displayed. So what do? Everybody is able to find a setting symbol just next to this. Everybody able to find a setting symbol just next to this. Click on that setting symbol. Click on that settings symbol. Here, if you see assistant response, here what is there? Text is there. Just go to that drop down. You have an image. If you just select this drop down, you have an image. Select that image. Now you will have something like this. Text, description, image source. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll write the text as title as menu card. Description I'll say all the items present in the menu card are available. Everybody doing along with me? People later, if you ask me to wait, I will not be waiting. So please. Are available. This is what is the description. Description is optional. Title is optional. Okay. So you people, if you want to give, you give it. Otherwise, leave it. Here now it is asking the image source. Okay. People, image source should be always, it should be a link. Okay. That link should be ending with .jpg, jpeg or png. Understanding? It should be ending with .jpg, jpeg or png. Now, yes. Now go to Google, everybody, and type menu card images. Go to images. Okay, now check with the image which is having .jpg extension. Copy the image address, paste it in a new tab, and check if it is ending with .jpg. It is not ending. So you have to check until you get it. So already we got a menu card image, I think, sent by Ahmad. I hope your name is correct. Okay, so this is the image which he has sent, which is having .jpeg at the end. So let us use this image. Let us all use this image for now. Copy the URL. Raghav has also sent. Okay, so it's up to you which one you are using. Okay, so just copy the URL. Go to your assistant and paste it in the image source. Done? Done, everybody? So this is the image sent by Raghav. Image sent by Ahmad. Okay, so I pasted the link and I click on save. Okay, now we have to answer also about offers, right? Now click on add response here. Select @enquiry is offers. When the inquiry is offers, I'll say 20% discount on all the food items. Done? Done, everybody? So this is the static response which I'm giving for offers. Clear, everybody? Now clear your chat completely. And now give some response. Yeah, Srivardhan is asking me for hi, there is no response. Definitely it will not be. I was waiting if somebody will ask me this question. So when I type hi, what is the response I'm getting? What is the response which I'm getting? It will not give you anything. Why is it not giving? While you were configuring this node, you said good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You always focused on these three things. But whatever what other things are, you did not mention, right? So click on add response in the greetings node and give anything else here. At the end, there is anything else, common conditions, anything else. Okay, so select anything else there. And then here you type, hey, hello, have a nice day. I did not configure it. I thought you people also did not. So I was waiting for you people to ask me this. Okay. So at the end, I got a person who asked. If you configured it, well done. Very good. Kudos to all of you. So now if I give hi, I get the message. Now when I say menu, I get the menu card. Then I say offers and I get the offers. Yeah, people, see, go to greetings node. Okay, I have created entities for good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I did not create entity for hi, hello, and all. Okay, so if the response is not good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it will be what? Hey, hello, hi, right? If it is hey, hello, hi, then I say, see, if you just click on this, if you click on add response, and if you just go down, in the, if you just scroll down here inside, you will have under common conditions, you will have anything else there. Okay. So I give anything else and I give a small message. So whenever it is not good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it will say, hey, hi, have a nice day. Ritham Sharma, this is a 20% discount. I have given a static response in the inquiry node for offers. So that is what is displayed here. Done, everybody? Okay. So now that we have got the inquiry also, now if the person is satisfied with everything, he has to offer. Okay. He has to know what he has to now order food. Yes or no? So now tell me, while you are ordering food, what is the important things which you have to mention? What are the important things which you have to mention while you are ordering the food? Price. Okay, keep price aside because we are not actually going to. Quantity is one thing. Yeah, they all matter, but the keeping in view the major things, name of the food item which you want to order for, and the quantity of the food. These two things are the major things. Yes or no? Name of the food item and the quantity. Okay, so I'm not dealing with other things. I'm going to deal only with these two. Fine, everybody? Is it done? Okay. So now first go to intents. Now after seeing 20% discount on all the items, what will the user say? He will say, order my food or something, right? So to order, what are all the possible intents? We'll go and put it here. We'll say intent name as order, and I will start adding some examples. Hey, place my order. Order me. Okay, so these are the two questions which I want to put. I'm not putting anything much. Okay, so now tell me, what were the important things which we discussed about just now? We discussed about the food item name, and we discussed that we require what? We require quantity. Yes? Now tell me, how many of you are going to create a quantity entity and a food item entity? Both. How many of you are going to create both the entities? If not, why not? See, previously when we had to talk about menu, what did we do? We went to entities and we created, right? Oh no, you did not understand my question. I'm saying, see, whenever you say quantity, quantity will be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, something, some number, right? So if you have to list all those numbers, what will you do? You will go create an entity saying quantity, and in that you will start adding examples as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Yes or no? How many of you will go and create a entity named quantity and an entity named food item? Okay. First of all, everybody go to entities. You people did not understand my question. It's okay, while you're working, you'll understand. Go to entities, click on create entity, and give the entity name as food items. Okay, so you can order. See, I am not making it everything in the list. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to list few food item names, because see, this is a static one, right? So whatever is there in menu, we can't now sit and write. So I am giving few examples. You can add many more later. Click, I know, just give the entity name as food items and add few food item names here. Okay, so I'm adding what? Paneer masala. Tell me few food items name, people. I'll add biryani. Then what? Okay, I'll add pizza. People are here. I'll add burger. Okay, dosa, kulcha. Okay, samosa, French fries. Oh God, enough people. Okay, we are done with good number of examples. We have given 7 examples here. Okay, fine. So later, the other things you can add, up to you. Okay. Now in the similar way, will you go and create quantities intent? Sorry, entity. Will you go and create quantities in entity? Hussein, this is not the final use case, right? So I am just giving it to be static. I am not giving anything. See, if in menu card it is not present, it is a static one. If you are really building it for a restaurant, you will go and make sure that everything is present from the menu card, right? So there you will use the database. In the database, you will be putting your, you know, food item names, and from the database you will be fetching. But now I'm building a static one, so here I'm not putting all those things. Okay, so here, as we see, if you now go and create an entity naming quantity, and if you start giving the numbers, how many numbers will you train the bot with? Okay, so it is not easy, right? It is not easy. So that's the reason IBM has made our task easy by creating a system entity named number, okay, which can identify any number you give. Let it be in words or in number format. Okay. So now go to system entity, go to system entity, go to system entity, and enable sys number. Go to system entity and enable sys number. Go to system entity and enable sys number. Everybody done till here? See, people, last 5 minutes I'm going to deal with chatbot, last 5 to 10 minutes. So please be a bit patient and be with me. Don't ask me to repeat. Try to be with me, because we still have to build the UI. Last 10 minutes I'll be going to spend on chatbot. Okay. Now that we have enabled the sys number, Now we have to go and see, we have given the possible question. We have given the required quantity and the food item names, whatever are possible, we have given in entities. Everything is done. Now we have to give the response. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So now let us go to dialogue. People tell me if I just say order, will it order my food? Should it order my food? If I just say order, should it order my food? What should it do then? If it should not order my food, then what should it do? Ask for food item name. Okay. Yes or no? So what it has to do is whenever I say order, then it should ask me for which food item I want to order and what is the quantity of it. Yes or no? So it should give me a prompt saying you forgot to give the food item name. If I say order pizza, should it order directly or should it ask me what is the quantity of the food you want to ask? Yes or no? If I say order pizza, it should ask me the quantity or it should directly go and place an order for pizza. I should ask you the quantity, right? So now, see, for making sure it prompts you every time, we have a concept called slots. We have a concept called slots. Let us go and see how it works. Click on the three dots on the inquiry node. Click on the three dots on the inquiry node and click on add node below. Click on add node below. Give the name to the node as order food. Okay. Give the name to the node as order food. And if assistant recognizes, what should it recognize? What should it recognize? Order of intermediate node does not matter because it is F4 or after is not a problem. It should be order, right? So hash order. If the question is from the orders, you have to enter into this loop. Now I said you have to use slots here, right? Yes or no? So for using slots, what you have to do is go to customize, go to customize, go to customize and click on enable slots. Go to customize and click on enable slots. Turn the slots and on. Once you turn the slots on, click on apply. Done everybody? Done everybody till here? Everybody done till here? See, I told you last half an hour I have to ask many times to get the response. I have to use a chatbot definitely now. Right. So now here, see, if you see now, it is asking me for check for. What should I check for? If it is having the food item name. Where are my food items present? In the entities. So select entities, food items. Okay. Check for food items. And now if you see, there is a new symbol which you got. That is the dollar symbol. Everybody is getting it. Under save it as, you are getting something called dollar food underscore items. Now, this is known as a context variable. What is it known as? What is it known as? It is known as a context variable. Okay. So what is it going to do is, it is going to store the value which you are entering which the user is entering. Okay. Like now if you say pizza, that pizza has to be stored somewhere, right? Yes or no? So that place where you are going to store it, the variable in which you are going to store it, is known as a context variable and it is denoted by dollar symbol. Okay, and it is denoted by dollar symbol. So whenever whatever food item name which you are going to enter, which the user is going to enter, that food item name will go and store in dollar food items. Okay, that is a context variable. If this is present, it is saved in the variable name. If food item name is not present, then what has to happen? You have to ask a prompt, right? What is the prompt? Enter the food item name. Okay, is this an optional one or a required one? It is a required one. Done everybody till here? Done everybody till here? Yes. Now click on add slot. Quantity is also to be checked, right? Click on add slot and now here select at the rate. At the bottom you will have sys number. You will have sys number. Select sys number. So whatever number you are entering will be saved where? It will be saved under dollar number. And if it is not present, then it will prompt you to enter the quantity. And this is also required. Done till here, everybody? Done till here, everybody? Now, once after you enter the food item name and quantity, what should it respond? Now, if you go scroll down a bit, Vibin, go and check if you have enabled this number under the entities, system entities column. If you did not enable, then you will not get it. Go and check there. Okay. Now, if you after you enter the food item name and the quantity, it has to say that your order is placed. Yes or no? So you have to give a text here. Under assistant response, which give a text saying your order of what is the food item name? Dollar food underscore items. Okay, so you can simply go and copy it from here and paste it here. Your order of dollar food items is of with quantity. You can just go up and copy it from here. Is placed. Done everybody? Done everybody? Now close this node. Clear all the outputs and now test your bot. For the people who are not able to get the sys number, make sure you go to entities, go to system entities and see if your sys number is enabled. Here, you have to turn this on. Only if this is turned on, you'll get it. Now, check here. Show me the menu. When I say show me the menu, it is giving me the menu card. Then I say, what are the offers available? Then it will give me the offers. Then you say, hey, place an order then. Place an order for me. Okay, so it is asking me the food item name. I say pizza. I say 4 pizza. 4 pizza. Now see, is it prompting me? It is not prompting. It is directly saying your order of pizza with quantity 4 is placed. So is successfully placed. Okay. Now if you see on top just next to the clear, you have something called as manage context. You have something called as manage context. If you go there, you will find all the context variables which got created. So this dollar time zone is by default there, so you don't worry about it. The other two at the rate, dollar food items and dollar number got created and your values are placed in that. Okay, clear everybody? Now try saying order me. Now when you say order me again, is it asking you to give the food item name and quantity again, or is it taking the previous one? It is taking the previous one. So why is it taking the previous one? Because already in your variable name, in the variables, values are already present. So what you have to do, after every order is placed and you get the message saying your order is placed, you have to remove the values from those variables. Clear everybody? Are you understanding what I mean? Yes. So to clear those values, what you have to do is go to dialog again. Go to dialog again. Go to dialog again. Near this, just see the node is there, right? Food order node. Click on the three dots on that food order node and click on add child node. Add a child node. Make sure you have a directory something like this. Select the food order food node, and click on add child node. It will create a child node and open. Name the node as deleting the context variables. And here if assistant recognizes, give it as true. Okay, I want it to happen always. So give it as true. People listen to me carefully and see it carefully. Here, near assistant response, if you just see towards the right side of that text, you will have three dots. You will have three dots there. Click on the three dots. Click on the three dots. You have two options: open JSON editor, open context editor. Everybody able to find it? Everybody able to find it? Open the JSON editor. Click on open JSON editor. Click on open JSON editor. Click on open JSON editor. Now here, after the output colon curly brace, put your cursor and hit on enter. After the output colon curly brace, put your cursor and hit on enter. Now, open double quotes, write deleted, close the double quotes, put a colon, write in double quotes, write deleted colon, again put double quotes, make a structure like this. Everybody make a structure like what I have made. Double quotes, deleted, double quotes close, colon, double quotes open, angular bracket open, angular bracket close, double quotes close, and a comma. Done everybody? Right. Now inside the angular brackets, go to inside the angular brackets, put a question mark, write context dot remove, open the parenthesis, in single quotes, write food underscore items. That is your context variable name, and place a question mark. Done everybody? Copy this entire statement from open angular braces to close angular braces and paste it again. Here instead of food items, in the second one, instead of food items, 1 second, people. I have deleted few things, I think. Okay. Context dot remove, give food underscore items and put a question mark. Okay. Done, everybody? Clear? All of you wrote that text? Okay, I've pasted the text in the chat box also. You can go and check that. Okay. Okay, wait. I have put it for panelist. Okay. So I pasted the text in the what is this called? In the chat box. So you can go and check out the text. Okay. So after you are done with this, close this node. Open your food order node, order food node. Open the order food node. Scroll down to the end. Scroll down to the end. Oh, sorry. One second. Change the second food items to number. Change the second food item to number. Or open the order food node. And at the bottom, I've pasted. See, I changed it here. I don't know something. There is some network problem. It is not getting changed. I'll write it again. You people change the second food items to number. Okay. Open the order food node. Go till the end. There, then assistant should. Okay. Under there, it is saying wait for the response. Wait for the reply. So just go to this drop down and say skip user input. Skip user input. Because we first want to delete the response and then take the user input. Yes or no? So that's the reason. Say skip user input and evaluate the child nodes. Close this node. Close this node. And now test for giving multiple. Yeah. Okay. Done, everybody. Now close everything and try ordering it multiple times. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so if you see the context variables, if you open here, after you give the food item name, the context variable is getting deleted automatically, and multiple times even if you are giving, it is taking your order. Okay, Ashwin, you just have to open the node. Here you will have near the assistant response, you will have 3 dots. Click on these 3 dots, you will have open JSON editor. Done, everybody? Now that we have built this chatbot, let us build a small assistant for this. Okay. How many of you want me to deal with the UI part in Node-RED? We'll give the text speech output also there. It will take around 15 minutes, not more than that. How many of you want me to deal that? How many want me to stop the session here? If you let me know quickly, I'll decide based on that. Okay. So around I have got 10 to 15 responses. In that, most of you are telling me to continue with the UI part. So others who can't stay can leave, might be. Anyhow, there are 5 more minutes where I'll tell you how to build a static UI of. Yeah, I'll give you the JSON. Don't worry, I'll definitely give you the JSON code directly of the Node-RED, because all these days you have been building the UI, right? I'll give you the JSON code. You just have to make small changes in it. That's it. Is that fine? Okay, so there is a UI which is built by IBM people. There is a static UI. Okay, first let us go and check with that UI. Go to assistants. In the sidebar, you have assistants here. Click on those assistants. If you click on those assistants, you will find a create assistant button. Click on that create assistant. Name your assistant. Name your assistant. Give some name to your assistant, any name. Make sure this enable preview link is enabled and click on create assistant. Okay. Click on create assistant. Now here under skill, dialog is there. So click on add dialog skill. Click on add dialog skill. So you have many options here. Import skill, importing from somewhere else. Use the sample skill, using the sample one. First creating the skill or adding the existing skill which you already created. I've already created a skill, so I'm adding the existing skill which is there. So this is the skill which I created now, so I click on it. Okay, now if you see here under saved integrations, there is a preview link present. Click on this preview link and open the link which is present here. Open the link which is present there. So now here you will get your bot. So just give it some inputs and test. Good morning. So it should say good morning. What's today's menu? So it will give me the menu card. If I say, wait people, I'll order. I'll repeat. Don't worry. As somebody was saying, you will just see I went a bit fast. If you're doing along with me, I'll tell you again. Don't worry. Offers available. So it is giving me the offers available. Then if I ask to order pizza, enter the quantity 5 and it's done. Okay, so this is the preview which is given by IBM people. Okay, default preview, or you can make your own UI. So I'll tell you how to make your own UI in a while. By then you can use this. So how to use this, how to create this assistant is, here you are under assistants, right? Under assistants, if you just open this vertical bar, you'll find assistants. Click on assistants and click on create assistant. Okay, Click on create assistant. After that, give a name to your assistant. Okay, and click on create assistant. Right here, under skill, you will find dialog skill. Click on add dialog skill. Click on add dialog skill and select the skill to which you want assistant to be integrated. I want assistant to be integrated to IBMHC 2, so I'm selecting the skill. Okay, so it will add the dialog skill. Okay, now click on this preview link here. Preview link under saved integrations, you will have preview link here. Click on it. So there is a link which is there. Click on that link. Bhaskar, as usual, at the end of the session, I'll look into it. Don't worry. And your chatbot is ready. Clear, everybody? Clear, everybody? Yes. Now, everybody, see, let us go and build the UI for the chatbot. Okay. Everybody open your Node-RED. I'll give you the JSON code. Don't worry. I'll give you the JSON code. No, no, Mohan. Open your Node-RED, all of you. Open Node-RED in a new tab. Did you all open Node-RED? Just give me a minute. I'll share you the code of the JSON code of it. Okay. So you can just import the code and you can work with the assistant. So I'll give you a small URL, people. So you can use that URL and shall I put the link on? Okay, wait. So everybody use this link, tinyurl.com/. Use this link. Open tinyurl.com/assistant-IBMHC. Go to a new tab. Type tinyurl.com/assistant-IBMHC. Okay. So if you open, it will give you a code here. You can either copy this code or you can download this code, up to you what you are doing. Okay. So if you're copying, make sure you copy without any leading, trailing spaces or characters. Okay. Copy it properly. Copy it completely. Done, everybody? Are you doing along with me, or I can proceed? What do you want me to do? Okay. So now go to your Node-RED. Open your Node-RED. Visit app URL, and I hope you are all on your Node-RED page. Yes or no? URL is tinyurl.com/assistant-IBMHC. Assistant-IBMHC. Okay. Copy the entire code. Make sure you have disabled all your previous flows. Now click on go to these three lines, click on import and paste or select the file wherever you have. Okay, and click on import. So the code will be imported onto a new flow. So this is the flow. Done, everybody? Is it fine? Now, first of all, people, before explaining the code of this entire thing, I'll show you what are all the changes you have to make. Okay, don't change anything else except than the things which I am telling. Just make the changes which I'm telling now. Other things I'll tell you what to do, when to do, how to do. Okay, clear, everybody? Yes. So first of all, everybody go to your resource list, like where you have your dashboard opened. Go to the tab where you have your dashboard opened and open your Watson Assistant. Open your Watson Assistant. Done everybody till here? Open your Watson Assistant. The page on which you have your API and URL. Here, I want everybody to be on this page. Cool. Now go to your Node-RED. Open the Assistant tab. Open the Assistant tab. Open the Assistant tab. Okay, so if you see the service endpoint and the workspace ID are already present, remove all these things. Your node should be like this. Remove the service endpoint and workspace ID, which is already present in this place. Okay. Go to your dashboard and open Assistant. Go to your dashboard, open Assistant. Then you will be on the Assistant page. This is your This is the tab where I want you to be. Okay. And go to the Node-RED. Open the Assistant node. Here you have a node named Assistant in between the two function nodes. Open that node. You will have few details which are already there under service endpoint and workspace ID. Remove those details. Okay. Now go to your Watson here, the page where you open the Watson Assistant. Copy the API key. Copy the API key. Come to Node-RED. Paste your API key here. Copy the API key and paste your API key here. Go to the same place, copy the URL and paste it under service endpoint. Copy the URL and paste it under service endpoint. Now, again go to the same page, the assistant page. Click on Launch Watson Assistant. Click on Launch Watson Assistant. Go to Skills. Go to Skills. Here in your skill, you will have you will have 3 dots on your skill, on top of your skill. Click on those 3 dots. Click on View API Details. Click on the 3 dots and click on View API Details. Copy the skill ID. Copy the skill ID. Paste it under Workspace ID. And click on Done. Whatever changes you have done, once you make the changes, the API key, the service endpoint, and the workspace ID, click on Deploy. Now open the form node. Okay, so here I have a tab and group already created, which I created, chatbot UI. If it is accepting, then that's fine. If it is not accepting, you change. People, wait for a minute. I'll repeat everything from the beginning. Please continue with the steps. Okay, I will repeat again when I come to the assistant node. Okay, I am trying to explain you everything from the beginning. Now I am explaining the code. So please move from the beginning. When I come to the assistant node, I'll again explain the changes which you have to make. Okay, so if you see, if you just open the first form node, you have the group chatbot UI. Okay, so if if the group is unassigned or something like that, you can change the group name. If it is not coming like that, then it's well and good. So I have created one field which is going to take my input. Okay, which is going to take my input. Then what I am doing, I am storing that input in message.payload. I'm storing the input which I have given in message.payload. Okay, now again I'm repeating about assistant node. Please listen carefully. In the assistant node, if you open, it will ask you for API key, service endpoint, and workspace ID. Okay. API key, you will be copying it from Watson Assistant page. If you are on this page, copy the API key and paste it near the API key here. Okay. Copy the URL and paste it near the service endpoint. Now launch the Watson Assistant. Launch the Watson Assistant, and under skills, you will find the skill which you have created just now. Okay. So just click on the 3 dots of your skill and click on view API details. And click on view API details. Okay. Select the skill ID. Copy the skill ID. In the Node-RED, place it near the workspace ID. Click on done. Now is it fine, Anjali and Meghanjali? Are you all done? People, all of you, you people don't make any changes. You people just stay like that. I'm trying to show you the outputs. That's the reason I'm making some changes in the flow. If you change the flow again, you will not understand. So you don't do anything. I am removing this connection just for a while. Okay, just for a while, I'm trying to remove that connection. Okay, I'll show you how the output will be. Okay, so now if I just open my UI, here it is asking me to enter the input. Okay, here it is asking me to enter the input. I am saying hi. When I click on submit, now let us go to Node-RED. Let us go back to Node-RED. And on the debug tab, let us see how is the output. So assistant will return me a big message. Okay, it will give me a big message. If you go to input, you will have the text which you entered in the UI. If you go to output, you have many things here. You have text. Under text, if you go, you'll get the text output which you have. But everybody see here. But did you give image for did you give text for everything? Your menu card is an image, right? Yes or no? Your menu card is an image. So when you give images, those things will be stored in generic. If you just open generic and the object inside, here response type will be stored and the response will be stored. Let me show you for menu. I'll go to the UI. Here the input which I'm going to give is menu. I click on submit. Okay. Now if you go, open it, open the output. Under text, do I have anything? I don't have anything under text. But if you open generic and the object, then you have the title of the card, the source URL, and the description for it. Yes or no? Response type is what? Image. Yes. So I have now written a function node here, which will be able to display my text and as well as images. Okay, which will be able to display my text as well as images. What did I say? If message.payload.output.generic, inside generic in 0, if the response type is image, what am I saying? I am storing the source URL, the URL which I am getting here in message.url, and what is the in message.payload text which I am storing is the title of the image and the description of the image. If you see here, I have written the same code. Understanding this code, people? Okay, I have stored only title. I did not store the description. I stored only the title. Okay? Understanding till here? If it is not an image, then what am I doing? If it is not an image, where is my output present? Under text, right? So I have said, okay, from text, give me the output. Clear, everybody? Clear, everybody? Now, what happens is, if if you see, I have given a static image URL again here. Okay. So when I am giving, so okay, what I'll do is, people, you don't make any changes. I'm doing it for your understanding. Okay. So if I'm not giving any static URL, what will happen? Let us see. This code you understood, right? When the response type is image, I am storing the URL in message.url and the title in the message.payload. If it is the text, I am storing that text in the message.payload. Clear? I click on done. You people don't make any changes. I'm warning you again and again. Now connect the assistant. Now I'm connecting the assistant node with the function node. Okay, so here I have connected the response, whatever is there, to the text. Okay, so here I remove it as text and I say bot response. I click on done. Here, this is our input, right? So I remove text and write input. I have connected it to a text node. I have connected it to audio out, and I have connected it to template. So if you open template, I have just written a small HTML tag, okay, to display the URL, to display the image tag. I have just written the image tag. Okay, now I deploy it, confirm deploy. I go to my UI. Okay, so now when I enter menu and click on submit, what is happening?
Menu card.
Okay, can you all hear the sound also? It said menu card. The response, whatever was there, that response it gave. Now, when I say hi and submit,
Hey, hello, have a nice day.
it said hi, hello, have a nice day. But if you see, the image is not going. Okay, it is always displaying the menu card, because first I gave the menu card and in URL it got saved. Yes or no? That's the reason. What did I do is, whenever it is not menu, if any image is not coming from the chatbot, then I'm giving a static URL. Okay, a welcome URL I'm giving. I click on done. Now I deploy, and now see the output. When I say hi and submit,
Hey, hello, have a nice day.
it will give me a welcome image. Okay, now when I say good morning,
Hey, good morning. It's a pleasant day.
okay, then when I say offers,
20% discount on other food items.
okay, so it is talking in a very different way. So you can go open the audio out and select which one you want. Okay, so I'll select US English. I click on done. I deploy it. So it was in some other English. It is not in US English. So I selected US English. Now when I say menu,
menu card,
okay, so now it is properly saying menu card. Okay, so now let us say order food.
enter the food item name,
Okay, so it is asking me to enter the food item name. Give the food item name, something.
enter the quantity,
So let us go and give the quantity also.
your order of pizza with quantity 4 is successfully placed.
Done. Understanding how I did it? Did you all understand the code also? Could you all understand the code? Yes. So this is how you can make a simple chatbot. Okay. So I am deleting, when I give menu, only then it will change the image, people. Okay, so when I say menu, it will give me the menu card.
Menu card.
Okay. When it is not menu, when the image is not coming from chatbot, always it will give the welcome image only. I have set the code in that way. That's the reason it is coming like that. Okay. Clear, everybody? Now, as I taught you about databases, you can connect to the database. You can get the dishes from the database, or you can get the offers from the database. You can do many such things. I have told you how to connect it with the what assistant. Okay, now it's in your hands to play with the ball. Okay. So people, that is it from my end for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you for listening to me.